You, yes, you, the one who's been told you're too much, too intense, too real. Welcome. You're exactly where you need to be. I know why you're here. I know that feeling. The confusion, the ache, the burning question that keeps you up at night. Why wasn't I enough? Let's get one thing straight. You were never not enough. In fact, you were too much, too real, too raw, too unapologetically yourself for people who only know how to live behind a mask. They didn't leave because of you. They left because of them. Because you were the one who showed up with your heart on your sleeve. You gave without conditions. You stood by your word when everyone else was busy playing games. And they couldn't handle that. People like that, they run from the real. Because the real question mark, it's terrifying. We live in a world obsessed with filters, facades, and fake smiles, where emotions are curated, where honesty is rare. And you refuse to play along. You didn't shrink yourself to fit in. You didn't dilute your passion. You didn't pretend. And that made them uncomfortable. See, most people spend their entire lives building walls. Walls of pretense, of deception, of carefully crafted illusions. They tell themselves and the world who they want to be, not who they really are. And then you showed up. You got close, too close. You saw beyond their carefully constructed facade. You saw the cracks, the insecurities, the fear. And that scared them more than anything. Because if they let you stay, if they let someone like you in, they would have to face themselves. And they weren't ready for that. So they ran, not because you were too much, but because they weren't enough. But here's what they won't admit. They regret it now. Oh yes, they do. Because you don't just replace someone who is real. They thought they could move on easily. Find someone simpler, someone who wouldn't challenge them, someone who would let them keep up their act. But now, the cracks are starting to show. The emptiness of their new, surface-level existence. It's catching up to them. Because once you've experienced something real, you can never be satisfied with fake again. But don't wait for them to come back. Because people like that, they rarely admit their mistakes. They rarely own up to their regrets. They will keep pretending they made the right choice, that they're happier now, that their new life is exactly what they wanted. But deep down they know. They know they lost something rare, something true, something they will never find again. And that's their burden to carry, not yours. So now, it's time for you to let go. Stop questioning what you could have done differently. Stop carrying the weight of their insecurities. Stop wondering if you should have dimmed your light to make them comfortable. Because the truth is, you did nothing wrong. Your only crime was being too real for someone who wasn't ready for it. And that's not your fault. That's their loss. And now you're free. Free to live unapologetically. Free to embrace your authenticity. Free to surround yourself with people who see you, who appreciate you, who don't flinch at your depth. Because you were never meant to fit into their world of make-believe. You were never meant to be a puppet in their carefully scripted play. You were always too real for that. And one day, they'll look back and realize it. They'll realize that in their quest for something easy, they gave up something irreplaceable. They'll realize that no one else can match your fire, your honesty, your passion. And by then, you'll be long gone. So stand tall. Walk away from the ones who couldn't handle your light. Let them chase after illusions while you build something real. Because being real, that's your superpower. And trust me, they will ever find another like you. And that's the beauty of it all.